Good morning, mi familia. Yesterday marks another day, another story. Hopefully, one of these days, someone gets to hear all my stories and the people that I've allowed to hear my stories. So far, they love them, and I just want to know that it's really coming out of my heart. Yes, some stories, like I said, le pongo crema, make them a little more exciting, but they're truthful. They're about 90% truthful. 10% le pongo crema, because you know how it is. We like to throw games here and there. Got in a little discussion with my little carnalito. I'm a very aggressive person, and he wants his story told his way. I want my story told my way. He wants it exciting and without drama and the way it is. I said, well, that's the way you see your life. He's always a fucking daredevil and the luckiest person in the world. Me, I've never been that lucky. I've always had to earn everything I had and I do it. If I fail, I rise up, my brothers, you know. To me, when you're determined to live life, to succeed life, and to live life what it's supposed to be, it's a life struggle. Many times I've always asked myself, why do I have to suffer so much? Why do I have to get abused? And why do I have to get criticized? Everybody's always judged me, because I like to stand out and I like to be me. And I tell people, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna take no abuses with nobody. I'm not gonna back down, and especially you're not gonna humiliate me, you know. And I tell people, the day you could rip that off me, that's the day I don't have no more to live for, because that's what inspires me and motivates me. That's what they taught me and showed me all my life. And all I want is people to know that I don't try to take the glory. I don't try to stand out like an abuse of my family or anybody. I always look for a fair fight, fair angle that we all could live with. And yes, and I tell people, like I gotta look the princess. I tell people that just don't push my buttons and we're okay. If I get a girlfriend, people always like, she's not good enough for you. See, I told you she has defects. If I get a friend, like I hang out with a friend, he's only gonna get you in trouble. He's only gonna cause you headaches, and you're gonna. So it's like nothing's good for them. If I'm humble, people try to abuse and try to take advantage of my humbleness and my kindness, you know. And sometimes we get tired. We get tired of people always. I'm seriously thinking of moving out of state, starting a new life. I'm just waiting for Pretty Bird to pass on. And I think I deserve a new chapter in my life, and I think I deserve that opportunity. I want to make a change in my life, and I really I don't want to be alone no more. I've dated a lot, and like I told you guys, the last person that I really wanted to be with was with Elizabeth. Elizabeth was a nurse. She wasn't beautiful, right? She had 2 kids, 2 girls, and she used to live in Ontario. And I met her, I said about 3 months. And buenos días. I was seriously thinking that she was gonna be the one. She had money, she had a house. She complimented me in various ways that no other woman has in a very long time. I could communicate with her, and I guess she was struggling in a way también of loneliness. She goes, I got money, I got everything you want. I just need a good man. And I told her, good man don't just fall from heaven. I go, but I must have been a good angel because I'm here, you know? She always laugh and crack up all the pendejadas I used to say. And I used to tell her, see, I'm not looking for a model. Only model that I like is la modelo de the store, you know? The beer, okay, everybody? Y que sea negra la cabrona. And I tell her, I just want, I want to have that person I could communicate and talk to, and I don't have to bullshit. I don't have to be something, you know. I don't. She could accept me for what I am. I go, I have an old car. It's not a beat up car, but it's an old car. I go, I like classic cars, you know. I like not like gangster cars. I like classic, like, to me, you know what I like. And I don't need to have what everybody has to fucking be you. You know what I mean? I could be me by what I got. I don't have name brand clothes. I don't have name brand shoes. I don't go cut my hair and fucking style. I don't fucking wear chains and fucking everything you need to fucking caerle bien a la gente, you know, make them feel that you're doing good. I just want to have free time, care for myself, love myself, respect myself, and be there for myself. When I get sick, I've told everybody, I'm not gonna tell nobody. By the time I get sick and I die, everybody that care for me, they're gonna be gone. The only one I'm gonna have is Juan and Vanessa. And si me da licencia, my sisters and my brothers. But I don't think they're gonna be there for me. So I'm gonna be all alone. And I don't wanna die like that. I wanna die with a crowd, you know. I wanna be loved and pampered and spoiled, you know. I'm not asking, like I said, for something magical. That's what me and Liz used to talk. And Liz used to work, say 20 hours a day, 6 days a week. She was always on call, and because of the COVID, she made a lot of money. And at the end of like 2 years of COVID, she saved up so much money because she couldn't go out or anything. And she bought herself a brand new car. I went with her to the dealer, It's a Toyota. And she was fucking proud. And she's like, you could drive it home, it could be your car. And I told her, no, I got my car. She goes, well, thank you for always like being there for me. I picked her up like 3-4 times, you know. Over there in Arcadia, and took her back to Ontario. And she's like, I'm just too tired to drive. And we'll leave the brand new car and we'll go in my old car, my junk car, like everybody calls it, you know. And she didn't care. She just wanted a ride home. And we used to stop at the mountains and, you know, get our freak on. And she used to tell me, I'm burned out, I'm tired, I'm sorry, you know. And I used to drop her off. And I said, we got a lot of time to live. Today I do for you, tomorrow you do for me. And she's like, oh, this COVID shit's gonna finish. And I'm gonna have all the free time you need, you know. Because I'm gonna scale down the work I am. She goes, I'm also doing school online. Because I'm professional, I think, and I'm moving up. Like I said, she had her shit together. She got divorced and she got the house. She's the one that was paying for it and everything, so it's not like she took advantage of him. And she introduced me to him, and he told me, hey, you know what? I'm down to my curve, and she's always lifted me up, and always there for me, and I think she does deserve a good man. And I told her that I can't provide. The only thing I wish is if she could still continue to let me see my daughters and let me be there for them. And I told him, with no hesitation, you know, if me and her get together, I will never keep you away from your kids, you know. I went through the same thing with Mavi, and I went through the same thing, you know. So it's like, how can I do unto others when it got done to me, you know? And so we were pretty cool. We met like 2-3 times. I remember on our first day she brought him. I was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? Why you bring your ex-husband? She goes, we just signed and we're divorced already. We fought our battle and everything, and we're divorced. I was like, what the fuck? I just wanted you to know that I'm yours if you want me. And this is my ex-husband. Here are the papers. I'm just signing them away. And sure enough, she gave him her old car. She gave him everything. And I've never had nobody thank me for being there for his Zaina. It was fucking weird. It was the weirdest moment probably in my entire life. We went and we ate, and she introduced me to her 2 daughters, and she told me that her suegra helps her a lot, her mom helps her a lot, and she's been working, like I said, excessive for COVID because she was making bank. I'm talking about bank. I'm not talking about
How you doing, brother?
What's up?
What kind of life you living?
Yeah. So I told her what you call it, that I always, if things work out, I'll always be there for her. I'll always hold her. And so we had about 3 months together, and we'll go eat. And she's the first person I don't have to tell her that she has to pay half her money. She literally did. I've always thought about that, but I've never done it. I've always been a man. I guess I'm old school. They taught me a man pays when he invites, so I always pay. She'll tell me, here's my 50%. She goes, you don't need to bring it up. You don't need to tell me. You could use my credit card. And she had credit cards of fucking $20,000, and she had the her cartera llena the credit cards and everything. She goes, I don't even use them. I just paid them all off. So I busted my ass working right now with the COVID and all that to pay off all my debts. I even paid off my house a year ahead of time. I was like, fuck. I go, I went through a divorce, kept myself busy, and now I wanna lose weight. I wanna get in shape. I wanna be loved, you know. I think I'm ready now. So she tells me, can you do me a favor? I'm like, well, what favor? He goes, let's go drop off my car. It was a Toyota. It was like a 2016. It was nice. It was beautiful. She goes, I paid it off also, and I'm gonna give it to my ex-husband because he comes and he takes my kids and helps me to take them to school and back and picks them up, and I don't want them to struggle or anything. And this car was fucking up. I said, what kind of woman does that? And she's like, a real woman does, and doesn't expect anything in return. So yeah, I helped her, and I told her, well, what are you gonna do now for a car? Because let's stop at the dealership at Toyota. Because I love Toyotas, and I'm like, fuck it, let's stop. And we tested drive 2 cars, and the one she liked the red one. I like the black one, but she liked the red one. She goes the black. It gets too dirty. She's already. I told you, yeah, I've had black cars too. They're a little too delicate, but they stand out. And she's like, yeah, but the red one stands out and doesn't get dirty. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go get the red car. So we got off and we went to Baseline. We drove to Baseline, and I remember she pulled out $20 and she gave me the $20 and she says, here, try your luck. I lost. And then we stood for the buffet, and we got into that roller coaster, and then we just came back. To her is just an hour away. To me, it's 2 hours away, you know. But yeah, we came back, and coming back, we stopped at the mountains, right there where my dad used to take us, where Santa Village is at, and the mountain ski high, whatever they call it, right there off the 15. To one side is Big Bear, and to the side is the ski lift. And I remember we got to the ski lift, and we just loved each other and complimented ourselves in mysterious ways, you know. And I felt that she was gonna be the one. I honestly did, eh? And after that, I came home, and even though she introduced me to her daughter, she was like, you can't come into my house and you can't be around my kids until me and you have something serious, you know? And I said, what you talking about? We serious? She goes, nah, I want it like serious, you know? And I'm like, all right, cool. To me, it was good because I just got enough with Yesenia. I guess I was still hurting, you know? And I said, you know what, that's fucking great. I go, you're not gonna fucking harass me or anything. You're gonna take your time. She goes, yeah, I'm gonna take your time. Just remember, you can't come into my house until you're ready. And I don't care if it's a year or 2 years. I want to take it slow and easy, you know what I mean? But I want to be with you. I want to love you. I want to fucking get to know you and be part of your life. And I was like, fuck, where'd you come from, you know? Where you come from? And so we hit it off good. The next week she called me and she was, fuck, I'm getting off on, I really want to see you, but I'm so tired because I did a 20-hour shift. And I went in a car and I sat for like an hour, and I'm good, but I want to see you. So we ended up driving to Azusa Mountains, and there's a video right there. And me and her, we enjoyed like 2 hours, right? We got there at 5 o'clock in the morning and we left about 7:30. And she would just drop me back at work. I got another shift. I was like, fuck, you're crazy, girl. And then a couple of days later, we used to text every day, practically every minute of her work. And she used to keep me involved all the time. And I felt fortunate, you know. I felt that we could make life. I introduced her to Danny. Danny, like always, disagrees and wants something better, and all the gordita and everything. I say, well, look at the gordita, look at how she's gonna make me happy, and me and you're gonna have to be on your own, you know. You have to, because it's time, canalito, you know. It's like I want to be loved. I want to wake up every day and with breakfast, or making breakfast for somebody and loving her and fucking being there, growing old, you know. Why pick a pretty one that all she wants to do is fuck around or party or lo que sea? This one's legit. She works. she'll always have come home. We could cook some food. We could do little like things as a family. We don't need once a year. We could party or whatever, go out a club, whatever. But she don't drink, and she does drink, but she doesn't drink every day, you know. And because she works a lot, like I said, she's been through hell, and she's gonna love me, appreciate me, and like Maura, like Jasenia. I said, fuck, man, that's all I want. Like Mavi, you know. That's all I want. I want a casual family, someone that doesn't cause me problems, and someone that could fucking settle me down and make me more humble, more respectful, more a family, more, you know. I'm family oriented as it is, but I said I want the real family. I lived there with Maura, and then I lived there with Yesenia, and I lived there with Ophelia. You come home, they serve you, they make sure you eat first, that's warmed up, or the way you want it, specifically the way you intended to eat it, you know what I mean? And allow you to talk and tell them stories, and say, hey, what do you think about this? And you got all the kids in the room, and it's like, okay, it's dinner time, everybody get your ass over here. You know what I mean? Whatever you bring, they're not gonna judge you and criticize you. They're just gonna eat it and tell you thank you, you know? Really appreciate you, and give you that hug at night. You put them asleep, and you kiss them in the cheek or in the forehead or in the head, and you tell them, you know, I'm gonna be here when you wake up. Don't be scared. Whatever you need, I'll always attend you, you know? Like, if you trust me, I'll be there for you. And even though they have their dad, I used to tell him, you tell him, and if he doesn't or he can't, you could count on me. And that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to have kids again and fail with the wrong person. I want a woman that's already been battle tested, and she's already ready to be like with somebody, and que no se agarre un ruso nomás, como dice el dicho, yo que no me agarre una aprovechada. And I guess that's what I'm looking for, and that's what I want and need, you know. I've always told everybody I'm still in love with Mavi. That's the problem, I can't be with a woman. Pasa un poquito and I think of Mavi, and she's the love of my life, you know. And I tell the girls that I meet that I'm still in love with her. It's gonna take me time, but the problem is that pasa a little time and me and Mavi hook up or just see each other, and that sparks again, you know. When I see my daughter, it inspires me, motivates me to keep on fighting. And I told her, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to like completely be yours, you know. And me and Elizabeth, we agree we'll take time by time. That's why I said I don't want you to move in, and let time heal you. Let me show you what a woman is. Let me just finish this COVID shit. Tell me falta another year, because they had to agree year to year if they're gonna be on call and all. So they keep them, and they have to count on them. And so she said, I just agreed to another year, and I just barely got my car and all. Like I said, she paid her house. She had no money to go out and wait because she had no time. She was just too tired and worked like exhaustedly. Well, 3 months passed by, and I got the call early in the morning, about 5:30 from CHP, that she had crashed, and I was the last person she had talked to. Literally about 2-3 minutes before the accident, and I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. I thought she was like trying to make me commit or something, and she ended up. The cop told me it's too late. She passed away. It was instantly. She didn't suffer or anything. And if you could come down and see if it's her, or to tell her family and everything. And I didn't have nobody's phone number but her ex. And I called him, and he got surprised because he goes, "Why'd he call you?" I go, "I guess she had me on her phone, and I was the last person talking to, so they called me to go do the autopsy, or to go check her out. And I think it's you're the husband, and it's your right." And he just looked at me and says, "All right, I'm gonna go pick up my daughters, and I'm gonna go see what's up." So about a week later, 2 weeks, about 2 weeks, they already had her funeral and everything like ready. And the guy called me, and her mom called me, and the daughters called me. It's not that they wanted to make it look like a hole, but they thought me and her had something serious for years. I guess she used to always tell them that she was with a boyfriend and she was doing good y toda la cosa. She didn't want to tell her family that she was overworking, and she used to always tell them that she met someone special and her time is to him and to her kids and blah blah blah. And I said, okay. So they surprised me with the question that they asked me. They go, "Are you gonna come and speak?" And I was spoken in every family member's funeral, and I do it in honor of my grandpa. I do it because my grandpa, todos se enojaban con él when he used to talk. He used to talk bullshit or get people off. Well, sometimes he'll talk good. And the only way you get good of doing anything is practicing. And why not practice with your family, So that's why I do it. So I said, yeah. I'll go down and I'll talk about her. I said nothing but kind words, thinking of someone else. Told her how much I loved her and everything we went through, and just to overwork. And she was so proud of coming out of her problems and her debts, and she had her credit cards good, and she was paying off her house, and she was up ahead, and she owed like $60,000 in debt. She came out of it. She got over the abuseness of the relationship he was involved, but she's always loved and cared for her baby dad, and her baby dad is gonna be in charge of her daughters, and she's always been proud that he stepped up to the plate. Hopefully he don't disappoint her, and he continues the house, keeps it clean, and always takes the kids on time to school, picks them up, and makes sure he's there to remind them that her mom loved them, and hopefully my name, my personnel disappears from history, and the whole glory, the dad takes it. And I just want everybody to know she did have insurance. She did prepare herself in case something ever will happen. And I wanted to tell baby father, his name was Raul, that he has to take charge, and he has to step up. He has to grow up and take out full responsibility on their kids, and that they're used to having the best, and hopefully he could provide. She left them a little sums of money, and she left them debt free, and she always thought that something ever happened, even though the moms and the suegra are gonna help him out and everything, but he always thought that he had the potential, and he has the wisdom to be the best father in the world. get his shit together. Right now, he don't have to worry about money for a while, but he does have to get a little job and become a man and be there for our daughters, you know. And they told me how it happened, and I told them the truth. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. She was always trying to become something. She didn't want to be rich, but she had the opportunity to work and pay off her debt and get her a nice car y toda la cosa. And all she wanted is to take a vacation, like a real nice vacation. She saved up money and everything, and we were gonna go on that vacation. And now I guess it's gonna be Raul and his daughters. They're gonna be taking that vacation long term, and I hope that everything works out and please don't call me no more, and we're moving on. And he's the only one that's supposed to be on the picture, and if he did anything offensive or disrespected anybody, to forgive him. We're all human. We're all entitled to have a second chance, and she really believed in him. And me as her boyfriend, soon to be married with her and everything, I agree 100% that second chance come in mysterious ways. Sometimes God chooses us and allows us to be that person that we wish we could, and we really have to step up quickly. I mean quickly, because turns of events, turns of life happens instantly, and God chooses to hear you and to make you grow up instantly. So I tell everybody, don't ask God for something you could do better than others. Don't ask God for the impossible, because God will do it. It's weird, but God will do it. He'll do it instantly. Say you could do it better, he'll make you prove it. And I just want everybody to know that God does do miracles, and he does take people away, good or bad, it don't matter, because he wants to give you that opportunity. The opportunity that you say you could do better than him, or better than her, or better than anybody. And God does test you. And the best beautiful thing about life, he's not going to allow you to fail. He's not going to allow you to give up. I wish I could call them right now and say, hey, what's been of your lives? But I want to live in that magic, that they're good, they're doing good, he's grown up, he's responsible, and he stepped up to the plate. And I will never hesitate or put my feet in, my tiptoes in to double check, because there's nothing I could do. Nothing I could do is nothing I will do. It's his responsibility, it's his life, it's his family, it's his daughters. So he has to make it work one way or another, and he can't get the easy way out, in other words. So wherever you're at, Elizabeth, I do miss talking to you and knowing you. She had a car accident, right, everybody? And they hit her car. She hit the car in the front. The car in the back hit her. And when she got off, she got hit on the side of the door with her, and she died instantly. But it's because she was exhausted, tired. And I remember that day that she told me that she was gonna stay in the car and go to sleep after work, but something happened. Something happened that she drove. she only made it like 2 miles away from her work. She lives like 15 miles away. So don't know exactly what was on her mind. But she was talking to me on the phone and says that she was gonna stay in the car and go to sleep. But I remember she used to like Starbucks. And she must have stopped at the Starbucks. But wherever you are, I know you're in heaven. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful for the dream. For the dream that you allowed me to see in you. Yes, it hurted me and took me time to overcome her and everything. But like I said, I was dating a lot. So I didn't let it get to my heart, to my soul. So that concludes Elizabeth's story. And hopefully if you ever see an angel, that angel I think is going to be Elizabeth. And friends and family, it's always an honor to share my life stories, to tell you that no matter what, God has a plan, God has a reason, and don't be too hard on yourselves. Take the time to rest a little bit and rejoice, you know. So don't allow yourself to overwork and forget exactly where you're at. Look what's happening to my tia Berta. She worked all her life and she's always stepped up to the plate. And it's her, I say her last days living in this earth, but I want her to understand that we'll never forget her, and we'll always love her. And that concludes our session for today.